Hey everyone, yes, it's Tuesday, it's assimilation, not part 1 but part 2. Yes, it's time for the patch notes. We have a new ship, new systems, new armadas, more of exos, useless skins. Yes, we've got all sorts. So let's go check it out while we also listen to some funky music. I'm Admiral Pegasus and this is Star Trek Fleet Command. Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now here I am in my usual position at the top of the screen. Yes, because everything below me is going to be the patch notes and you're going to want to be able to see it all the way from the right to the left. Yes, or sorry, actually, correction, left to the right. There, let's get the directions right. So as you can see, the icon for this month hasn't changed, so they've not changed that graph. But I wonder what they've done. But anyway, there are 3 bombs at the base of the conference hall full of Borg nanoprobes. One of the coalition heads plans to detonate them during an award ceremony. If this happens, the Borg will assimilate most qualified scientists in every coalition present. Well, that's... talk about a dramatic opening. Bombs! Explosions! Assimilated scientists! Well, wonder what that could need this month. But anyway, yes, there are also some extra research notes, yes. The Borg are no longer a mystery to the Alpha Quadrant. Fear turned into curiosity, curiosity turned into the thirst for power. While the desire for peace is universal, means of its acquisition come at a price. For some, the possibility of an alliance with the Borg is tempting. Too tempting. Now, there's only one way you're going to negotiate with the Borg, and that's the formation of a transwarp conduit. Yes, for if you actually want to know what I mean by that. Episode 10, Season 2, Star Trek Picard. Yes, on Amazon Prime. A rogue scientist creates a deadly anti-Borg weapon to avenge his family, and it's up to the commander to decide his fate. In the meantime, the brightest minds in the Alpha Quadrant gather to discuss the combined means of stopping the Borg menace, only to discover that someone is plotting to spread the menace even further. In times of strife, great powers must have their most fearsome weaponry turned against them. The Vidar Talos. Yes, here's your Vidare, people. Here's your Vidare. It's called the Talos. So, or as DJ's calling it, is it Tally, I think he said? So we're going to call it the Tally. Yes. Has joined the fight against the Borg, presenting the opportunity to turn the tide in the fight. Will the machinations and intrigues stop the Borg or let them win? Can anyone truly harness the power of the nanoprobes? Because after so many years of learning about one of the most fearsome predators ever to hail from the Delta Quadrant, not so futile now, are we? But anyway, so what we're going to get, so we're going to be getting a new ship called the Talos. We're going to be getting an expansion cube, which is your new armadas, which the Talos is going to be a prime aspect for. We will cover that just shortly. Hailing frequencies are also coming, so now you can turn around and give emojis to everyone in the system. So whether the middle finger is going to be part of that, I don't know. I very much suspect not, because this is Scopley after all. Why would they want to turn around and give everybody the middle finger? But that being said, you never know. So we've got new officers, new missions, and much more. So checking out first, the first thing is your Talos. This is available for players Ops 35 and above. You must, if you actually look at this, it is written boldly, but you must read it. You need a tier 9 Vidar. Yes, you need a tier 9 Vidar. However, do not send it to the scrapyard, because you do not need to do that. All you need is to have a tier 9 Vidar. So that 6% of active players who currently have a maxed out Vidar, if you are Ops 35 and above, you get access to this, and it's completely free to play. Yes, it's completely free to play. You will source it if you engage in what is to come. Yes, you must engage, and you're going to get the first batch day one. Yes, day one, and we will be covering that on the live stream tonight, but I will also cover just a little bit here as well in the in the notes. Sorry for the loud clap. Commanders, you will unlock a new mission to create the Talos, combat the Borg threat. The mission they have adapted will start your journey to creating a Talos. The first part of the mission will be available on day 1, and part 2 will come later in the month. Now, DJ said this will be on day 8. Day 8, so that's next Tuesday. Now, Rev has also said you're not going to get everything straight away. You're going to get some bits this week, today, and you'll get some bits later in the month. Well, there you go. Now, I believe there is going to be, obviously, a Spenders Pack up in the in-app store if you want to get it on day 1. But this thing is a monster. This thing looks worse than the Vidar, to be perfectly honest with you. But let's have a look at the picture. There she is. Can we actually... no, I can't get it to tap up, unfortunately. So, but anyway... The Talos provides your fleet with great increased rewards from Borg Refinery. Yes, there's going to be a new Borg Refinery, which will replace your old one. To be perfectly honest with you, DJ's got more information on this than I have, so I'd probably recommend you go check out his video if we can't get a better explanation here. Access to new Borg systems for 36 and above. These are new Borg probe systems, which will go all the way up to Op 60. And they apparently will drop an increased amount of loot, which is going to reduce your grind. They will still drop the inactive nanoprobes, sorry. So, yeah. Greatly increased inert nanoprobes from these Borg probes, which will reduce your daily hostile kills required for the refinery. Yes, so instead of killing 20, 30, 40, or maybe even 60 Borg tactical probes at level 33, you're going to be able to go hit bigger ones and get bigger loot and walk away with more loot. Now, how the Vidar will fare against that, I do not know. What the minimum warp range is for the lower systems, I do not know. Bearing in mind that the Vidar's maximum warp range is warp 41. Obviously, if you've got the enhanced warp cores, you can go further. I can go to warp 51, so if I've got a system within that, I'd chance that I could probably use the Vidar in that. I would presume that the first systems will be within the warp 40 range. So obviously players can start participating in this, which means, bearing in mind, watch out, these systems are going to be very busy on launch. So the ability to take on new group armadas, the expansion cube, that's your new armada, utilizing a powerful buff for knowledge against the Borg's latest flagship. See below for more details. So we're going to get some more details. Now, I will tell you that the Talos will drop an exocom. You will need to use this in your 3 ships against Borg solo armadas. Yes, Borg solo armadas. Hopefully that information is going to be contained in information, which we will go into. Loot bonuses for the expansion cubes. See Vernacular Scraper below, so we will look at that one. A robust warp drive with warp range can be enhanced the ship's speed. See the Talos warp range below. Yes, that's a new research. So the chances are, though, once you've got this Talos, your Vidar's pretty much going to be sitting on the sidelines saying, well, I guess I'm not needed anymore. You might as well bloody scrap me now. You've got that thing, haven't you? But we'll see how the Tala OPC hunting. Now, that's the one. I'll calm down just a wee bit, because the Vidar is a fantastic OPC hunter for up to warp range 40. How's the Tala going to compare to that? I do not know, but it's going to be worth looking at when I get it in 8 days' time. Yeah, so that's next week's live stream. Reworked impulse drives that give faster impulse speed versus the Vidar, and more. So, Vidar Talos research. The Reclamator. Increased Borg Solo Armada credits dropped from the Borg Solo Armadas while using the Tala. Yes, so this will be an ideal research to go, because obviously I can only hit the level 41 uncommons and everything in that system. If I try go to the 45, I can't I barely scratch the damn thing. So which means in getting that increased loot from those level 41s, 42 and 43 in that particular system, just below the ghost or the scrosk or whatever it's called. For me, that would be a bonus, and it'll hopefully get me some more credits and expedite that a little bit. Talos warp range increases the Talos' warp range, allowing players to reach deeper systems within the galaxy. Prime, yes, prime inert nanoprobes. Increase inert nanoprobes drop from Borg probes while using the Talos. Now, we do have that research for the Vidar, which increase your nanoprobe hunter. As far as I'm aware, that's not going to work, so just be aware of that one. Like I said, DJ's video does contain, I will most likely keep directing you to that video, so just watch out for that. Vernacular scraper. Increased vernacular fragments dropped from the expansion cubes using the Talos by 5,000%. Yeah, that's a lot, and you are going to need these. I've got a funny feeling that these are going to be what you're going to be needing to upgrade your Talos. By the way, so players who complete the Talos mission part 2 or purchase the Talos through the store will get prime particles unlocked. Prime particles to unlock this node. Ooh! A free-to-play prime! Yes! A free-to-play prime! Bloody hell, I'm already excited about this month. That's going to be good. That's going to be one hell of a live show next week. Because to add on top of it, I've got the Defiant coming next week. Yay! So, anyway, for more information, check here for the Q&A. Right. Before we go on to the Q&A, I'm going to continue on. In fact, no, we're not. Let's do it. So, Vidar Talos. With the Borg threat growing, scientists from all factions gathered and joined forces to bring a new predator to our shipyards. Taking a page from the Romulans' formidable Vidar, the Talos has exceeded expectations on multiple levels and is ready to pick up the torch and fight. Fear not, Commander. Resistance is not futile. And there she is. Now, I do apologise. It's a crappy... it's a small screen, unfortunately. That's what happens when you're on a phone, unfortunately. But here we go. So how to acquire it. You can find the necessary blueprints as a reward in missions. They have adapted parts 1 and 2. The missions are available free to the owners of a tier 9 Vidar and Ops 35 and above. So yes, you're going to need 2 requirements, that T9 Vidar and Ops 35. So if you have got a T9 Vidar and you are below Ops 35, sorry, you're not going to gain access just yet, but you've got your chance to really push your Ops. And if you needed a recommendation to get to Ops 35, this is it. I'm not joking. This is going to be it. Additional blueprints can be found in the Offers tab, which is your pay store, basically. I don't know why they keep saying the Offers tab. Why not just say in the pay store? Why is it a good addition to your fleet? Challenges the expansion cubes for exclusive rewards. Now, these expansion cubes are going to be a hell of a lot stronger. They're going to have their own directives. So, yeah. We'll look into that loop later on. Increased rewards from the Borg refinery. Higher input speed than the Vidar, so it's going to be able to fly around a lot faster. So, could it be a reasonable replacement for the Vidar as an OPC hunter in deep space? Increased Borg Solar Armada directives from the Borg refinery. Ooh! Destroy Borg Solar Armadas with the reclamator research to unlock increased amount of Armada credits gained from defeating them. Unlock the Talos' warp range research to reach the furthest ends of the galaxy. Now, how you going to upgrade it? Well, you're going to need the charged nanoprobes. Yes. Looks like it's not going to be those scrapers, it's going to be the charged nanoprobes. What a shocker! These can be gained from the Borg refinery, expansion cube reward bundle. Additional charged nanoprobes can be found in the pay store. What is the expansion cube? Well, it's a group of Armada located in Borg system. Yes, you will have a batch of systems dedicated to these as well. So more and more and more systems added to the game. So, but I can say, currencies are down. Yes, currencies are down to just the directives. So there's a bonus. You will need the directives to challenge them, which can be obtained by defeating the solo armadas. The expansion cube is a very strong weapon. The cube gravimetric torpedoes make it almost invulnerable. You will need to use your Talos wisely to defeat them. Now, there is going to be an exocom for this, which is actually explained. Here we go. To challenge it, you'll need a time-limited buff. Foreknowledge is essential. This buff activates automatically after a Borg sphere is destroyed. The buff lasts for 1 hour and doesn't stack, meaning that if a player defeats another Borg sphere while the buff is already active, the buff timer will reset. Yeah, so if you kill one and then go for another one, it resets every time. Important, when you defeat any Borg sphere with a Talos, will automatically receive the buff regardless of whether it's used in battle or not. So that's... I don't like that idea. I literally don't like that idea, because if you're going after one sphere and that's it. You it's a waste of an exocom. That's a waste of a buff. Anyway, let's go back. So, the expansion cube, the core of the Borg's arsenal. Join your alliance against the expansion cube. Show the Borg resistance is far from futile. Do apologise, my nose is a bit itchy. The expansion cube comes equipped with gravimetric torpedo hardpoints that deal massive damage to any ship that dares get in their way. The Vadar Talos is the only ship capable of countering this devastating Borg tech by gaining foreknowledge buff from the spheres and solo armadas. Players can gain the foreknowledge buff automatically when they defeat any Borg sphere with the Vadar Talos, and a fleet of their strongest ships. So that's your cube. Yeah. How big is this thing going to be? Because this is telling me that there's multiple hardpoints on this thing that you're going to target. Pretty much similar to the Mega Cube. Please don't tell me they've done a bloody system-wide bloody cube again. Oh, God. I really hope not. Afterwards, coordinate with your allies to combine your buffed Talos in a group armada capable of defeating these expansion cubes. Each buff Talos applies its foreknowledge debuff against an expansion cube cumulatively. So basically, the more tallies you've got in the armada, the more it stacks. Now, DJ did say that this is a 12% buff, so you got up to a 6-player armada. You're looking at a 72 buff if it's all tallies. Now the rewards: to obtain vernacular fragments, which can be used in the Borg refinery for exclusive Borg Queen shards. Yes, Borg Queen. We have a Borg Queen. However, I'm not convinced. Dezox shards, charged nanoprobes, active nanoprobes, Borg SA Solo Armada directives, and loot of a tally loot consumable. Woo! Right, so new officers. The new officers bring a new state alongside morale, burning, and hull breach. This is called assimilate. Yes, a new ability. New assimilate state. While players is affected by the assimilate state, officers have their effectiveness reduced by 25%. Yes, 25%. Now, all these officers are below deck. Yes, they are all PvP below deck. But when you put them on the bridge, they're actually alright against solo armadas. So, they've got two ways around it. But so your first one is the Borg Queen herself. Officer ability, Chaos into Order. Increases your crit chance when you are hit by Borg solo armada, and it stacks on top of itself. Meh. The One Who Is Many. While fighting a player's ship with Assimilate, the Borg Queen increases piercing by X% and it stacks. Ooh. Now, this Assimilate is activated by one particular officer, not the Epic. She's the Epic. Did we actually pass that? Yes, we did. Epic Borg Queen. She's not the one who's going to start it. No. This is it, your rare D-Zoc. He's going to be your activator, but choke points while fighting the solo armadas increases off stats by X% for the duration of combat. So that's not too bad. Adapt and assimilate. At the start of each round, if the opponent's hull health is below 95%, so literally not that much, just take 5% off the hull and he'll activate. But it's got to be at the start of each round. So eventually, at some point during the fight, he's going to proc. He has an X% to a chance to apply assimilate for 4 rounds. Yes, 4 rounds. That's a lot. That's a lot. Now, this is another... I think this one's more aimed at PvP, because how many hostiles fly around have got officer abilities? Not many. But anyway... Next up is Grosser, is a assimilated Ferengi, programmed to evolve. When fighting solo armadas at the start of each round, reduces critical damage by X% for 1 round. Not an awful lot, to be perfectly honest with you. So it's got to be timed right for that critical hit. Yeah. But closer to perfection for below deck. When fighting the player ships with assimilate, Gosa increases the ship's deflection and dodge and armor by X% each round. Stacking. So, the officer you're really going to want out of this is Dosic. Is it? Did I say Dosic? Oh, I can't bloody remember. It's been a busy morning. So that's what you're going to need, really. Now, what we got moving on. So, missions. 34 and above, we've got new missions there. So we've got 11 core missions. Follow the trail of breadcrumbs leading to individual desperate enough to go away from the line of avenging the bug. In the meantime, the brightest minds in the Alpha Quadrant gather to discuss the means of stopping the bug menace, only to discover someone's plan to spread the menace even further. Okay. 5 Talos missions. History class. After a chance encounter, the commander provides a Romulan XB by the name of Leska with combat data that will be used to calibrate the tally. 50 plus Birds of Baron. A group of independent captains invites the commander to fight the Borg. So now you got 5 side missions for level 25 and above. The collective of 1. Captain Cooper, Jakes and Sib Lambda go on the trail of a rogue Borg one called One. Now, the only Borg that I remember is called as One was the one from Voyager, but he died. He died. So, the Tala one, there's going to be 2 of these. They have adapted reports of a break-in at the Romulan R&D facility. Prompt concerns that a dangerous menace may be attempting to steal details on a prototype version of the Vidar to create Borg-inspired weaponry. And Anthology is added to the holodeck. So, new refits. Now, the Amalgam is coming with a new refit. Now, this, PC first. It just happens. This is something that I might be interested in myself. I'm constantly complaining about how crap the Vidar is for pulling loot out of a base. It still takes too bloody long. This is going to increase it. Increases your bonus by 30%. Is that it? Is that really it? Oh my god, it needed to increase it by about 1,000. Who wouldn't want that? A 1,000% increase. But 30%? What a letdown. Next one is one for the Stellar. Yes, and again for the PC only. First of all, increases cost efficiency of the stellar particles by 30%. Now, this is a relatively good one. You think about it, taking the stellar research, one of the researchers in the Outlaw tree, that's going to require the stellar particles, and you're going to need like 3,000 of them. Well, guess what? You can knock it down to 2,000. So, obviously, they're not that cheap when you get the higher levels. And the Cerritos is also getting a cloak. And look at that, it's available for everyone, yeah. Increases weapon damage by 350%, grants invisibility, and increases the 66% base chance to hide your name and alliance data in battle reports. So it's not actually a cloak for the Cerritos. I will tell you that. It's not a cloak for the Cerritos. At least I don't think so. I don't know. I think we'll have to see. But from what DJ was saying, apparently it just boosts cloaked ships. That's it. Just boosts cloaked ships. So, right. New Prime research. Elite Recruit Prime. Now, remember those new Elite faction chests which cost an arm and a leg and maybe a head just to actually use? Well, guess what? You're going to get an improved, obviously, yield from them. Obviously, it's going to be from 30 plus, so just bear that in mind. Got an itch now. Bloody hell, my nose is really giving me some chips this morning. So, yay! New frames. Got 10 avatars. Got the Borg Heart. Okay. But it is Valentine's Day this month. Don't forget the Valentine's Day. So if you've got a loved one at home who gladly puts up with you, playing Star Trek Fleet Command all the time, yeah. Here you go, show some love. Show some love. Uncommon phaser shot, Borg Hantles, Rare Borg, Icon Borg Queen, new Borg Hostiles, the Officers, the Talos, Valentine's Day theme, and the Expansion Cube. And then you've got 4 frames, and you've got a... Is that meant to be a tribble or somebody's... or the Borg's skull? The top of the Borg's head. Right, so the frames you're getting is a Transport Conduit, Sphere, Borg Queen, and Valentine's Day theme. Hailing frequencies are coming. Yes, hailing frequencies are coming. So this is what it looks... I'm guessing this is going to look like. Yes. So there's a face palm. So... if someone nicks your Interceptor or your Mantis, you're going to be able to turn around and give them a face palm. I think they'll probably more want a middle finger. But anyway, the galaxy can be a treacherous place full of dangers and miscommunication. Socialise with your fellow commanders through animated Star Trek themed emotes. As you soar through the galaxy, show peaceful intentions, trick them into an ambush, or simply show off that your new hailing frequency has just earned you in one of the events. So we're going to have some events centered around it. Hailing frequencies are here to enhance your personal experience and make new Starfleet STFC memories with you and your friends. So these are the emojis you're going to get so far. You got the yeah, the Vulcan salute, thumbs up, thumbs down, face palm, love. Okay, so I don't understand what... Okay, I don't... Oh my god. I think it's going to have to be sourced some way. In the... Show your ship and power reports even if you are offline. Oh my god. So, communicate with other players in real time with hailing frequencies. You can add a bit of flair with your ships and react to other commanders within the system view. Communicate with other players offline by leaving a hailing frequency of your choice within the battle logs. Make sure to leave those pirates with a facepalm emote when they attack your miners, or leave those miners insidious scheming emote to rub in your latest haul. So this is how it's gonna look in the battle logs. Oh, look at that. Deanna's up against each other. Acquire and assign hailing frequencies for your ships. You can obtain them from in the Battle Pass, the store, and through the variety of in-game specific events. Hailing frequencies can be disabled as well as used to locate your ship automatically by long tapping your ship in the ship section below. Ooh. Right, and then we've got a load of bug fixes. So we've got a mission. What do they know now? Where the date pads were not or registering. The Iran Corvette research. Hey, we got a fix for the Orion Corvette research. Woohoo! So now you'll be able to start cracking on with your thinking. I think we've still got the Taurus left. Promote becomes achievement completed without promoting Troy. Oh, right, okay. Blank screen appears in the achievement when the user instantly taps the achievements buckets as well as the daily goals tab. Fix an issue where the progress gauge does not display in green when a category is completed. Another mission 1 by looks of this, couple of missions. Fix an issue where the Bajoranic credit exchange bundle costs are not consistent between 1, 5 and 50 at the same... Okay. That's unusual. Fix an issue where upgrading bulk officers, the XP balance is not displayed. Failed to log in error. Shield health value shown as none for Swarm Horde PvE targets. Yeah, okay. That's for those who like to go after the Horde Armadas. An issue where the Fleet Command rewards screen is not appearing when slot 2 is unlocked at 40. Well, didn't know about that one because I haven't got it to 40 yet. Fix an issue where the Battle Pass pip appears even after there are no rewards available to claim. Information in the Alliance screen disappears when quickly switching between tabs. The Alliance help button gives a stuttering and unclear feedback when clicked. An Armada name and details overlaps the Armada's 3D art in full screen, and the 37 exchange hot security. Alright, okay, so they're the two particular Armadas. An empty timer is seen when activating the Cerritos while having the Mantis debuff cooldown. An issue where the message gets delivered multiple times when user adds something in chat. Yes, I've noticed that happening a few times. The incorrect art for the kinetic weapon is shown for the Defiant. Oh my god. The gotcha explosion displays confusing numbers for amount of shards. Okay. Fix an issue where the system level is appearing as 41 instead of 42 as per the source of truth. What range is mismatched with the source of truth? Fix an issue where it's able to view the G4 Borg Solar Armadas without a ship in present. Oh my lordy, how many is there? The thumbnail art is missing from anti-infiltration protocols. Okay, another mission. And where the user will score twice when scoring hostile kills. Okay. So, what improvements are we actually going to get? So, improvement add Armadas to the list of targets to check for auto consumables on battle complete. An improvement to remove the keyboard shortcut pop-up on PC. An improvement where the pip for building a new ship should dismiss once players leave the construction screen. Improvement where pips should dismiss once the players leave the avatar screen. Slow down tab and hold V8. Okay. Right, okay. Those the VFXs. Improvement for where the pip for a promoted officer should dismiss once the player leaves the officer screen. And where the pip for the event store should dismiss once the players leave the screen. So, a lot of pips disappearing. That's the improvements. Okay. But anyway, that's the patch notes. It looks like it's going to be an interesting live stream tonight. But let me know what you think of these patch notes in the comment section down below. But that's literally all we've got time for this morning. I now need to go render this and get it posted to you all. And I need to go clean up some dog puke, apparently. So, all fun and games. But anyway, I'm live tonight at 9:45 UTC. I will try and include the at your local time on the announcement a little bit later on today. But anyway, until then, this is Admiral Pegasus saying please like and subscribe. Drop your comments in the section down below. Stay safe and live long and prosper. Goodbye.